Alright, good morning. So I just spat out the coconut water coconut oil that I've been oil pulling this morning. That was the first bit of water that I've had in my mouth for almost 3 days, for 2.5 days now. I haven't drank any yet, but I just use that to rinse out the oil, to get the taste out and the oiliness out. So it's about 7:30 in the morning and I'm almost 60 hours into my first dry fast. I've just woken up and I went and cleaned my tongue, scraped my tongue with a spoon, and there was a whole lot of white gunk that came off. So I think that's important, because without cleaning my mouth out with any liquid, that's just building up there on my tongue and in my mouth, and every time I swallow I'm probably taking some of that back down. So yep, scraped all that off, did some oil pulling to really freshen up and clean out my mouth, and decided in a few hours time, probably at 9 o'clock around then, to make it exactly 60 hours. I will break the water fast with some spring water and then keep the fast going from food until sometime this evening. So it'll be a 72-hour fast from food and 60-hour water fast, or maybe just less than 72. Probably eat at 6 or 7 o'clock, so it'll be about 69, 70 hours. This morning I took a piss, and I've taken quite a few, surprisingly, in the last 2.5 days, but most of them I've just done into the garden, but I decided to do this one into a bottle so I could see what it looks like, and I've got it right here. Looks like iced tea, peach flavour, but there's no sediment in there, which a lot of people doing dry fasts seem to find in their urine, which I guess means my kidneys are pretty clean. I've probably urinated 3 to 4 times a day since, without consuming any liquids, and I guess that is just the body creating its own water, from what I talked about in the last video, the metabolic byproduct of burning fats and stored glycogen in the body. Pure water is a byproduct of that, and so that is hydrating your cells, and you're still having water move through your system, so that explains that. So this morning, well, last night I had the most incredible sleep. I slept in my tent with the tent open and my head sticking out. I fell asleep looking at the stars and slept deeply for almost 10 hours, probably about 9.5 hours. I slept from 8:30 till 7, till about 6:30 in the morning, or till about 6 in the morning rather. Just feeling really good. I actually don't feel thirsty. I haven't felt thirsty for the entire 3 days. The thirstiest I felt was when I woke up on Friday morning, which was when I began my fast. And it's Sunday morning now. My mouth is still moist. My throat is moist. I can still make saliva. I really don't feel thirsty at all, but since it's my first dry fast, I don't want to push it that far. I could keep going, but got a big week coming up with training and circus and all of that, so I think slowly rehydrating today, throughout the day. Plan to drink some water and then add some salt into it, and then into the mid-afternoon add in some lemon juice, some apple cider vinegar, and I've made some bone broth to break the fast sometime this evening. Been inspired by another YouTuber, Simland, something like that, and another guy called Chris Kruger, who are all about getting the most out of your fasts, and they work out during their fast or towards the end of their fast. So I'm going to consume a little bit of bone broth and then have a workout. Probably nothing too crazy, just on the parallettes and a bit of core things, working on a press to handstand. And then break the fast with some cooked veggies, probably a little bit of coconut water for the electrolyte balance. I was thinking, some mashed sweet potato, mashed carrots, and maybe a little salad, maybe some eggs, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get straight onto the proteins. It couldn't be a more beautiful morning here. I'm so lucky I get to wake up every morning to the sound of the birds and this beautiful forest all around. It's pretty incredible. But yeah, this fast has been quite really easier than I expected it to be. I felt really good most of the time. Last night I had a bit of a kind of spaced out feeling, like a surreal feeling is probably a good word for it, like I was in a dream. But energy wise, productivity wise, I've been really on the ball. Wrote a few things on my blog, put up a few things and finished off my website, and used that time to do some journaling as well. So it's been a super productive time. I've been alone at the house for a couple of days. Vanessa, my girlfriend, has been away visiting her sister. So I've had all the time to myself. I've gone on a few walks with Zimba the dog and felt really clear and nice. And it's just made me remember how much I appreciate food and eating and how excited I am to get into training and eating again. So yeah, I'll end this update for now. I might post something a little bit later on when I break my fast, when I do my workout, and maybe edit this all together into one video, including the footage of me scraping my tongue and oil pulling, and also the little movement warm-up thing I did this morning and the stomach cleansing. Maybe I'll do another round here just to show you in case the videos go separate. So this is called Nauli, Uddiyana Bandha and Nauli, two stomach cleansing, organ cleansing techniques that I've learned in yoga. So basically you create a stomach vacuum in your stomach and move your organs around, and it creates kind of like a sponge effect, a wringing out effect, and feels really good and looks pretty crazy. So here we go. Yeah, that's it. It's actually not good enough to do it sitting cross-legged yet. All the yogi masters can, but I have to either be standing up or kneeling to get it. Alright, that's it for this update. Much love, peace, looking forward to drinking some water in a few hours. I'm going to meditate now and then maybe go for a long Sunday morning walk. Alright, much love, peace.